I'm a new man.
Oh, good.
I'm a new man.
Do tell.
It's I did something for the first time in months. That I used to do regularly, dude. But I haven't had cause to, and now there is cause. And well, no, there is no cause. I just did it just cause. You know what I'm saying? And because I did it just cause, because there was no reason to, it's changed up my whole life, my whole outlook. I feel great.
That was a riddle.
Yeah.
And riddle me this. What the fuck are you talking about?
Here's the answer, Alex. I manscaped.
Hey.
Usually, I've been... Thank you. Okay, stop it with the applauding.
Okay.
In my life, I have always been... Not always been, but I've been seeing people here, there, everywhere.
Yeah.
I like to date.
I
don't like to date, but I like to,
You're a single man, there's no shame.
I enjoy the company of a woman.
Who doesn't?
Let's put it that way.
Yes, they're great.
And I've always had a reason to, upkeep.
Yeah.
To keep back the fire line. You know what I mean? To remove the undergrowth.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the last few months, whatever, no reason to. And it has gotten out of control. It got out of control to the point where I could not even almost see it.
Woof.
I almost couldn't see it. You ever get to that point where you look down and it's just, well...
Can't say I have, but...
Yeah.
I'm glad you did something about it.
I did. This morning, I got up, I said, it's too hot. Just like I shaved my head, I was like, I'm sweating too much down there. Now I got to shave that.
Sure. I think it's 50-50. I think you get to a point in life, everyone when they're young is like, it's got to be clean as a baby's ass.
Well, when you're young, I feel like it has to be bald.
Yeah. What is that?
Bald is the move. Like, everybody, like, I don't know. I got to be careful how I word this as a 33-year-old man.
Okay.
But when I was younger,
Yeah.
Bald was the move. Like, remove everything.
Yeah.
And as I
Baby
got into
seal.
and then as I got into my later 20s, it was like, let's make a design.
Design?
Let's take it some time. Let's do a fade, maybe. Let's create
You doing
lines.
fades and shit?
Let's do a pattern. Let's do a topiary. I did a topiary once. You did this?
No, I've never done a topiary. Have you done an arrow? Is that what you're talking about?
I've done the arrow both ways.
You've done the
up and down.
Wild.
All around. You feel me? But then as you get older, then you just want to maintain. You know?
Yes,
you
it's
just
all
wanna,
about maintenance.
It's not about like showing off. It's about upkeep.
Yeah.
I pay attention to this, but it's not everything that I think about.
It's about being a respectable member of society, treating the other person with respect because you treat your member with respect.
Yes.
Let me tell you about the two baddest cats in town. They're here to talk about random shit floating around. So grab yourself a drink, baby, if you please. It's just shooting the breeze with Chafe and Cheese.
Well, chim charu. And a hum too. Welcome to another rousing, riveting, rip-roaring, rip-torn, Rip Van Winkle of an episode of
Shooting the Breeze with Chafe and Cheese. I'm Chafe.
I'm Cheese.
And we're shooting the breeze today.
Today, baby.
How you doing, Dollface?
That was a big pull of water before the show began, just so you know. Anyone who's just listening, you wouldn't see it, but he just took down a quarter of a bottle in like 0.3 seconds.
Just so you know, I've woken up in the middle of the night. I did this just 3 days ago. I woke up at 3 a.m, parched.
Yeah.
Like my throat was just like the Saharan desert.
It's a very dry time of year.
And I went and I stumbled in the darkness to my fridge. I grabbed one of these Kirkland bottles, 1 liter bottles of water, and I stood there naked with the fridge door open in the light and chugged this thing completely, crushed it, threw it against the wall, and went back to sleep.
Did a single drop land on your chest, stomach area?
Oh, yeah.
I bet you got a nice bath with it, too.
It was great.
Good for you.
I did the and then into the bed. I flopped.
Yeah. I get parched in the middle of the night as well. It's a frustrating thing.
What's worse, being parched in the middle of the night or getting up and having to pee?
Definitely having to pee.
You think that's worse?
Well, it depends. If there is water next to you, It's great. You barely open your eyes. You reach around. You hope you don't knock it over, and then you drink. You put it down. You don't even have to open up.
But I feel like the one time out of 50 that you knock it over at least a little bit, that ruins the whole thing.
It is the worst because then you got to go find a towel.
Now you got to be up. You got to go find. You got to dab. You got to get the doily runner on the bedside table. You got to dab that.
Nothing worse. Nothing
get
worse.
all moldy,
But
moldy. Yeah.
there's just about nothing worse than a 3 a.m. pee. You know, mid-REM, just gotta pee at 3 a.m. You're getting up. For me, I'm on the opposite side of the door. So
Because you have a wife to climb over.
Yeah, I have a wife.
To scale.
Yeah, I don't scale her.
You go around?
I go around like a gentleman. Depending on the day. Depending on the day. But I go around like a gentleman, and there's usually a dog toy, a dog, a pillow, a shoe. There's something that we didn't put away properly.
Right.
And I inevitably trip over it on my way to the bathroom, and it's a terrible time.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah.
The tripping in the dark, I feel like that's the most vulnerable.
Oh, yeah. Terrifying stuff.
Yeah. You're never more vulnerable.
There's nothing worse than banging your shin on a bed frame in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. The ha-ha! You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit's the worst.
That's the worst, huh?
That might be the worst thing about being a human being. The dumb shit you do in the middle of the night. I've stubbed more toes, banged more shins, and tripped more times than I can count in the middle of the night.
You know, I would agree with you, except I've seen humans do a lot of dumb shit during the day.
Point proven.
You know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah. Like the other day, I was driving.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was taking... You ever go on the 101?
I've been there.
Laurel Canyon off-ramp, right?
Uh-huh.
You're going 101 west to get off at Laurel.
Yeah, this is a very LA conversation.
Very LA, you hold on to your butts because this is about to get good.
Hold
this
on
could
to
apply
your
to a
butts.
municipality near you. You ready?
Yeah.
So I'm driving. I got to go south. I got an appointment. I got times. I got a meeting.
Yeah, you're a very busy man, jet setting.
I need to go Laurel Canyon south, which is the off-ramp. You make a left, okay? There's 3 lanes. When you're getting at the off-ramp for this exit, the leftmost lane is left, the centermost lane is left or straight,
Yep.
and the rightmost lane is right,
Right.
which is north.
That makes sense.
Okay. Now I'm pulling up to the Laurel Canyon exit. It's about 5:30 at night, in the afternoon, in the evening, and there's a line of cars already up like onto the highway.
Eesh.
And I see this, and I'm like, "What? It's not like." Is there an accident? Is it busy? I see some cars move down a little bit. I'm like, maybe it's just a little bit of traffic. It's rush hour or whatever.
Right.
So I get in and I'm in line. And I'm still not far enough ahead where I can't like say fuck it and bail and get back and get off at the next exit.
Sure.
I can get off at Coldwater. It's nobody's no harm, no foul.
Right.
At this point. But I say, you know what? I don't want to go a mile out of the way. I don't see an accident. I don't see nothing.
So you're going to give it a
Well,
go.
we're going to sit here. 15 minutes later, we haven't moved. And now we're at the point where I've gone maybe 20 feet further and I can't bail.
Oh, boy.
So now I'm stuck. And all I see is the traffic. I can see the traffic light at the bottom of the hill. It's been red this whole time.
Yeah.
It's been red this whole time. I don't see no police. I don't see no accident. I don't see no fucking helicopters. No
So
smoke,
we got
no
a
fire.
fucrid grid glitch.
So what's happening?
We got a grid
Why why are we sitting here? And now I look back. There's a quarter mile down onto the 101. The off ramp is backed up onto the 101 highway.
Oh my God, the plot thickens.
So now if somebody's driving in the slow lane, they got to veer over because now there's stopped traffic.
Yeah.
It's not even on the exit lane, and the merge lane and exit lane. It's on the whole lane. It's in the whole lane. Anyway,
The nerve.
my whole point is this. I see people so we got 3 lanes and we got the people at the front and they're trying to like get to the right just to get off so they can make the right on red.
Absolutely.
And as we're all we're funneling one by one like little ants marching. We're going down. Eventually, 25 minutes after I decided to take this exit, I'm now getting off the off-ramp.
What a tough day.
And if you... The 2 people who are in the left turn lanes, like the 2 lanes that can... So there's the left, and then us all funneling out, making the right. As I'm pulling up, I notice these 2 guys haven't moved. Everybody's trying to go around them. And these 2 guys are perfectly content with sitting here for 45 minutes at this traffic light for no reason. There's literally no reason to do this. And as I'm pulling up and it's my turn to make the right, I look to my left and I notice that... Okay, do you know this about traffic lights in LA? That if you don't pull up to the line, it won't change?
Yes.
There is actually a sensor
Yes, I do know this.
Jimmy, throw this up for me. It's 2 little black circles in the pavement. If you'll notice, you'll see this at a light. If the car is not over this, it does not detect the metal. It does not change the light. Then we have one old Armenian man in a minivan all the way to the left in cataract sunglasses. He's a whole car length behind these sensors. The guy next to him is in a Tesla, young brother, African-American dude, on his cell phone for 25 minutes not looking up. He's just on his cell phone at this light. Also behind the sensors. So as I pull up, I notice that these 2 assholes just didn't pull up to the white line.
And they've been
if they
sitting here.
literally pulled up to the white line, and I am not kidding you, dude, 25 fucking minutes. I know, because I had an appointment I was fucking late for.
Yeah, you're very late.
25 minutes, we're at this off-ramp. They are sitting there. And as I pull up, I notice what's happening. And I roll down my window, and with everybody behind me trying to get into my lane, I go, You! Pull the fuck up now! And they go, what? I said, you are not tripping the traffic light. We've been here for 45 fucking minutes. Move up! And they both look at me and they go, and they drive forward to the line.
And immediately?
At this point, I make the right on red. I peel out like a bat out of fucking hell. I'm going north on the Laurel Canyon. I gotta go south, right? I pull a fucking Yui in front of that Gelson's. Boom, I'm going south. And as I go past the traffic light, flipping the 2 guys off, the light changes. And they come and they pull in right behind me going southbound.
Whew.
I was so mad.
I could tell.
Why are we sitting here for 25 minutes? Why?
This is what's wrong with America, you know?
They didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
Just pay attention.
Yeah, just pay attention.
For the love of God, there's a mile of traffic on the highway because these 2 assholes were sitting there for 25 minutes not wondering, why isn't the light changing?
You got a new pair of shoes, it looks like.
did?
Pumas?
No, who?
You.
Me?
Pumas?
No.
You?
Oh, those, I washed them.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I went to the laundromat the other day
What do you mean?
and I washed my shoes.
What do you mean?
I mean, I took my shoes that I wear every day around the dirt and the mud and then the urine-filled bathroom floors, and I threw them in the washing machine like a normal human does once a week.
You wash your shoes once a week?
How often do you wash yours?
Once a week?
Okay, sorry. What do you do yours? Bi-weekly? Tri-weekly? How many times a week do you wash your shoes?
If I step in shit, I spray them down. Other than that, I change my socks and I put them back on. I have not washed a single shoe in quite some time.
Why? Okay, let me ask you an honest question as
Yeah.
your friend. Why are you being so indignant about something so disgusting?
Oh really? Is this where we're going?
Ew! You don't wash your shoes? You've never thrown your shoes in the wash.
Maybe like once every fucking
Your
year.
feet don't smell. You never sweat out your foot.
No, I mean I sweat on my foot sometimes. But
Okay, well, you sweat into everything else and you wash those things. The shoe is the only thing you sweat into you don't wash. You realize this, right?
Sure.
Do you wash your hat?
sometimes,
You don't wash your hat?
occasionally.
I bought this hat specifically because it can be washed. I wash this hat every week. It goes in with my undies and my delicates.
Yeah, you're delicates for the
Yeah, I
hat.
just,
So you're washing shoes, you're washing a hat, and you think that everyone else in America is doing the same thing?
If they're not a fucking animal,
I think that's insane.
it's not.
It is.
It's absolutely.
Do you wash every shoe? Every shoe once a week?
Listen, let me ask
you
you
have
a
a
question.
shoe fucking
I
washer?
have rags that I use to wash my car.
Uh-huh.
I draw it that they get grease and things on them. So I wash those rags and my shoes in the same load with some Persil and some OxyClean. Gets all the grease out. It's nice. And then my shoes smell great. Listen, you never
you dry your
have
shoes?
you never been in your car and be like, "What is that fucking smell?" It's your feet.
It can be.
And no, it's your shoes. It's always your shoes. You just don't realize it's your shoes.
Oh, you don't realize.
You don't realize. I know you don't. And I know you didn't until now you did. Unless you did already because you already agreed with me.
Who can argue with that?
Yeah. So you're gonna wash your shoes now or what?
Now I'm thinking about it.
You should wash your shoes. Just do a load every once in a while. Just throw all your shoes in.
Now let me
Here's
ask you
the
something.
trick. Here's the
Let
trick.
me ask you something.
Here's the trick.
Okay, I need the trick. Give me the trick.
Here's the trick. You wash, you don't dry.
Okay, that was my next question.
That's the one I
You
know.
don't dry.
Because I'm a pro.
Do you dry the hat?
Air dry everything.
Wash, don't dry.
The hat, I have hooks. I hang it on the hook on the wall.
I gotta
Like
tell
this.
you, we're gonna put up a poll in this. I bet you that 70 to 80% of people who answer this poll do not wash their shoes or hats.
And I will tell you that 70 to 80% of the people who answer this poll are heathens and animals and pigs.
What's something you don't wash that others do?
My armpits.
You don't wash your armpits?
Natural oils. It releases the natural it's so I can find the mate. I want the natural musk. The Irish Spring, you put the Irish Spring on the armpit, it screws up the hormones, you get the wrong mate. That's the problem with my last relationship.
So no soap.
She was attracted to the Irish Spring, not the Armenian
I mean, I get it.
forest.
The Armenian fucking forest.
Yeah.
Is not a wonderful smelling thing, but it's not for her. It might be for somebody else.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, that's another one.
Hey, how did we do?
I don't know. You tell us.
You tell us. You call us 50 buffoons. That's 50 BUFFOONS. The numbers that they actually are will appear at the bottom of the screen. Call us, tell us.
Call us, tell us.
Call us, tell us.
Yes. Instagram, TikTok, follow us, comment, talk. Tell everybody. Tell your grandma. Who knows who's listening?
All right. Enough of that. Good night.
Good luck.
Good evening.
Good day.
Good morning.